I may have got distracted just listening to the music. Hi, Giant Hugh coming at you. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Oh, God, I've just rearranged myself in the chair and now I'm way too tall. There we go. Hi. Hello. Yes, it is Monday. Hey, Zippo. Hey, Betty. Hey, Kat. Welcome in. How is everyone doing? I am annoyed. I am perturbed. I was trying to do video editing stuff, and it takes hours to render, or whatever the term is at the end once you've done it. So I was like, okay, cool. I've got everything I want done. I'll do this. And so it took like 2.5 hours. And at the end of it, like, the quality was so incredibly shit. Because apparently the editing software I was using, when it has presets for exporting your videos in different formats and whatever else, and the preset for YouTube puts the quality at 50%. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, cool, great. I already run at, like, 720. I don't exactly want to be running at, what, 360? Like, I don't have enough pixels to be reducing them down to that few. But, yeah, so my entire day of doing stuff has become 0. Lasagna and Monday? Ah, yes, they are true. He does enjoy his lasagnas and hate his Mondays. And he does consume a man that I can't remember the name of now. Like Paul or something? Bob? I don't know. The man in Garfield. But yes, so I'm annoyed. I hadn't eaten, so John. There you go. Yeah, just, you know, some generic-ass name. Okay, Arbuckle's not generic, but the first part is. Yes, I hadn't eaten it all either. Like, I'd had my lunch, but I was distracted doing stuff because I was like, I want to try and get this done and actually do something productive with the content I produce. Apparently, the answer for that is no, I'm not allowed to, but... So I grabbed a bread bun while I was waiting for the stream to start, and so now I've got crumbs everywhere, just crumbs, so I'm going to have to clean after this stream as well, which is great. Or just invite birds from the garden into my room and just let them pig out. But I just open my door, watch the crows come in, steal my food, shit everywhere, squawk at my lizard, and then leave. Seems like the sort of thing a bird would do. Also, I got a rice cooker for my birthday. I had my birthday recently. I got a rice cooker for my birthday. It's my first ever rice cooker. I now have a large bowl of rice in my fridge because apparently I don't know how to measure rice effectively. And the amount of space inside this rice cooker, it makes a lot of rice. Like, I feel like it's a rice cooker for like a family of 6. They won't eat the crumbs. Oh no! Yeah, I just want to put them in my room so they can squawk at me for a bit. Do they not like crumbs? Do they not like bread? What sort of birds are they? But yeah, I meant... I meant the birds should eat the bread and be happy, like ducks. They eat human food. Have you tried giving them, like, meat at any point? Do 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 do. I just like the idea of seeing birds like tearing apart meat. It's like, this is what a dinosaur would be like if it had a beak. Just ripping it all apart. I'm sure some birds can eat meat. Actually, I'm sure most birds probably can eat meat. They just don't because it's not their, like... What's the term? Opportunistic omnivore? So they're, like, not normally eat meat, but if they had to eat meat, they'd do. When you had a parrot used to... Okay. Was it cool watching a parrot just tear apart a piece of meat? I can't really see half of chat right now because there's bright light on my screen because of the sun. I sent Kat a picture right before I went live of my webcam because the sun was just shining directly into the lens on my webcam, so it couldn't track my model at all. I was like moving around trying to get the model to pick up, and I had no idea why it doesn't work. So then I actually look at what the webcam is picking up, because I normally hide what the webcam is picking up, like in a corner somewhere, so I don't have to look at myself, because, you know. And yeah, it was just shining bright light of doom. Do 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 boo. Yeah, so because of all my efforts of today turning into nothing, my plan for today is I'm gonna do some Power Wash Sim and maybe do a run on Recoin later, depending on what I don't remember where I left it on Power Wash Sim, so I don't know. I've got a lot of big builds, a lot of small builds, jobs, a lot of big jobs or small jobs to do. We'll see. But yeah, today is Power Wash Sim day, I think. And yes, I played some Recoin this morning, and it's just like, yep, cool, getting all the coins done. The game is interesting, but I don't know. The more I play it, the more annoyed I get, because every run I do, it then unlocks more coins that would actually make the run work properly. So it feels like the game's trying to show you, like with something like Slay the Spire, it's trying to show you the sort of builds, if you want to call it that work. So, for example, with the manager, you're looking at math coin builds, you're looking at friggin' factorials and n to the power of stuff. And that's fine, but when you don't get the factorial coins, or the n to the power coins, or the sum coins, or the... what else was there? Equals, the division coins, you got all these math coins. You don't get any of those until you've done multiple runs as the manager. So it just kind of feels like, at the start, you're grinding for the sake of being able to play the game properly. Which I don't hugely enjoy. It's something that annoys me with Slay the Spire. Like the start of Slay the Spire 2, when I picked up it, it just reminded me of why I didn't like the start of Slay the Spire. It's just like, oh cool, yes, you can get a win at lower difficulties with the cards not unlocked, but if you actually want to get a good win, you're going to have to lose a bunch of times so that you get the cards unlocked. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. And I like unlocks, it's just when the unlocks are, this is the build that you need to go, maybe not so great. Perhaps if they were side grades instead of, like, pure upgrades. You got Power Wash Sim 2. Ooh. I kind of feel like I want to complete Power Wash Sim 1 before I play 2. That being said, I think I'm, like, a little over halfway through the campaign on Power 1. So, and I've not done any of the special maps. But I probably will steal that from you at some point. I just remembered I need to just stop it. This is gonna... Yeah, I knew it. I have to have iTunes open to use my phone as a webcam. And as you can see here, it's frozen because I just clicked on iTunes and iTunes is like, hey, do you want to back up all your data? And it's like, no. In fact, I don't want you to have my data, iTunes. I want you to fuck off. Alright, give it a sec. Power Wash Sim 2 is long. Fair enough. I'm gonna have to re-shush myself a little bit. Well, that just means a lot of content to come. Fun fact, there is a mineral known as Hyracium, which is a petrified hydroxtrophic. Okay. Formed over generations and generations using the same spot. It helps scientists tell the geological time and what... How do I say it? Like amber. But less pretty. Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah. Petrified and fossilized remains are excellent methods of dating things. Depending on the region. But okay, it stopped tracking again. What's happened? What's the issue? What is the issue? Wait, why did it stop tracking again? Okay. As in, like, the length of time the deposit was used, or just that's how old they are? Do do do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait, there's a Tomb Raider? Wait, what do you mean they're Wait, the Tomb Raider pack is leaving Powerwash Sim? What do you mean the Tomb Raider maps are leaving Powerwash Sim? How do you take away content? Fuck you. Or does it just mean you won't be able to buy it anymore? Whatever. Let's go over there. They're breaking up. That makes sense. I suppose a lot of, like, mobile games and stuff, they're only allowed to have a lot of the crossovers they have for the period of the event. And then after that, obviously, they're allowed to still be there for people who got it, but they're not allowed to then reuse the event without paying again. Wait, is Powerwash one word? It is. Dun, 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 da, 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 ba, da. There we go. Time to shrink me down. Whee! Away I go. Down to being a small guy. Let's go be like mid-sized guy. Why not? So, 1 second, if I go... So this is all this stuff. Oh, that's what Midgar is, okay. It meant that that's the length of the time the Autoslayer was still used, okay. The midden is the term for it, okay. They've got a lot of crossovers, don't they? Wait, so... Are the bonus jobs like something completely different? The Buckingham Files, apparently. Yes, they are. Okay. I assumed the bonus jobs were the specials. Crazy dedication to poop. Yep. Okay, I've got a drill and a treehouse. Well, let's start off small. Start off small, right? And of course, the drill is dirty. It's... Has it got copper deposits on it? Like, what? I don't know how I said that. They added the extra jobs later. Okay. Fair enough. Are those... Is it like... The special jobs are paid DLC and the extra jobs are just stuff they added? Is it... Oh, I keep forgetting that I get weird random names. Define a general. I've been given your details by the mayor as a person who can wash things and keep the dirt to themselves. Meet Holy Moly, my subterranean mining unit. It's a one-man excavator that I use to scour beneath the Earth's crust for valuable mineral deposits. Well, not me personally, I just tell them where to dig. Anyway, you may find some unusual mineral traces during the clean. Please dispose of these judicially. Okay. The extra free. Okay, that makes sense. That's nice. That they actually, you know, added content for the people who bought the game. Not like me. The gnome! I said, the gnome! I should be getting like 1 billion achievements for just straight murdering a gnome every time. Oh yeah, I was saving up. Wait, did I save up enough? Did I save up enough? Did I save up enough? I wanted this. I did! I saved up enough last time! Did I play your game? I believe so. We did it! We bought the Prima Vista Pro! Woo! We're rich now. No, we're the opposite of rich. We spend all our money now. Okay, can I filter this? No. Okay, fine. Let's just find the Turbo Short 150 Urban Prima Vista Pro Turbo Nozzle. 180. Pro Extension is 300. Pro Long is 600. Pro Extra Long is 1200. We'll buy the Turbo Nozzle. Cool. We now have the Pro. We did it. We did it, chat. Wait, it's not even there. That's because that's the extensions. Good job, Hugh. Your brain is tiny still. Yee. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. I forgot it wiggles. Can you tell us it? Ooh, we got a trophy? What's this for? Best kept garden. Oh, okay. It's a hedge. And my garden is a hedge. Oh, hey, my van's out there. I wonder if the cat's out and about back there. Okay, now, automatically just clean everything perfectly for me now that I bought the expensive washer. That actually was a lot more effective than I was expecting it to be. I think it technically depends on the game, but generally you can. So, if you know for Powerwashing Cat, but because some games, I think they can set it up with Steam, the devs. Just like how I can't play. Oh, what's the vampire game I'm not allowed to play? Because you're not allowed to play it via Steam Friends. It's not Vampire Survivors, before you ask. Ooh, did I get a message? It's not Vampire Survivors, goddammit. Wait, how do I check my messages? Yeah, messages. V Rising, yes! V Rising. I can't play that because I'm not allowed to play it via Steam Family Share, or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't get to play it, and so I'm not buying it. Wait, who was I doing this job for? Say something, no. Are these alphabetical? No, good news. Oh yeah, I did a carousel last time. Is this it? No. I saw geologic, so I was like, oh, maybe it's that. Wait. Oh yeah, no, that's the car guy. Ugh, whatever. Just clean off all the mud with my amazing new car. This thing is really good. All the mud is really easy to take off. One of the two. Yeah, V Rising just, it looked like a really interesting game to me, and I really wanted to try it out before I bought it. And then I tried to try it out, and they're just like, no, you're not allowed to use this via Steam Friends stuff. So I just never bought the game. It was like, fuck you. If you want to make it hard for me to test if I want to buy the game, then that means you've got something to hide, in my opinion. This thing really does clean real well. I'm so happy I spent my $5 on a power washer. Okay, what is that sound effect? Because that's not... Nothing's popping up. A 156,000-year-old rock hydro scoop bar was the oldest fossil of someone's butt. Okay. That's what they'll be finding of humans in the future. Like those random hand marks that people leave on, in concrete, like footsteps and stuff. End me. Activate the drill. Oh no, all the like little rib bits, like getting up in the rims is gonna be real difficult. Also, whenever I see drills like this, you'd think I would think drill bits, because I've used drill bits a bunch. But no, even when I see drill bits and see the like little swirly bits, I think of a very specific ice lolly we have in the UK. That is, it's like an ice lolly and then it's got a swirl of ice cream in the bits, and yeah, that's immediately what my brain goes to. The tip is clean. We cleaned the tip. Speaking of tip, if you guys want to watch a ridiculous amount of content, there is the Ludwig and Michael tip-to-tip videos. They finished going to China this year. They drive from one end of a country to another without using their phones. So no translation, no maps, all that stuff. And it's pretty cool. I mean, I struggle with it at some points because I'm cringing whilst they're trying to have a conversation and, like, no one understands each other and the stuff they're saying is, like, if you, when they have someone translate their stuff for them on the videos. So you can see what they actually say to people instead of what they think they're saying, and it's just so, like, I'm just sat there cringing. Oh, I got an achievement for cleaning the drill head first. Okay. This is not a screwdriver. This is a drill. This is not a screwdriver. Okay. Well, that bit's clean now, we know. Honestly, I really like this. There's something really interesting about the design of this model. It seems like more detailed than the other pieces that we've done. Even things like the helicopter or the... Did we do some sort of heavy utility vehicle of some sort? Maybe. I don't remember. It's been such a long time doing so many different cleaning things that it's just like, yeah, I don't know. We did a carousel. We did a fire truck. Maybe the fire truck's what I'm thinking of. What cleans that? Actually, not bad. Can you stop bouncing me? Why is there so much stuff in this garage? We do not need plastic tubs sticking out like this. Put this here. God. Complaining to myself about how clean I keep my garage. That is exactly what happens in real life as well. I'll trip over something and then I'll complain at myself for like 5 minutes about why the hell I would put that thing there. And then I'll leave the thing there anyway. Yeah. A word that starts with F and ends in U-C-K. Fire truck. Because apparently that's one word. I don't know if it is the new washer or if it's just this job, but it does seem like it's going very smoothly. Okay, that is definitely the I got a text noise, but the texts aren't popping up. I feel like I'm going insane. It's the washer? Okay. Okay, yeah, because that's rust, isn't it? That I was cleaning off there. Ooh, clean a wheel. Armored panel. Clean the armored core. This is what they don't show you in Armored Core 6. The man just in the background power washing your armored core whenever you're halfway through a job. I wonder how much time I wasted or gained by like saving up specifically for this instead of buying a bunch of other different things. Get in there. Do we have a step? I could do with being like a step higher. No, that's way too big. Well, apparently I can't move it. Oh well. Oh, there's still just dirt in here, is there? Get all up in there. There's something that I get in a lot of games I play. I try and just I don't know if I ever decide the right way of either save up for big thing, or get all the incremental things in between. Because obviously getting the incremental things will mean you go through the lower stuff sooner, quicker, and so you could get through more jobs quickly by buying more of the lower upgrades. But if I don't know if the cost matches up with that. I cast this issue. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to be fair, it tends to turn out that... Wait, what was cleaned there? A wheel? Was it? Yeah, it tends to just result in me saving up for the big thing because that's essentially not making a decision. Get all up in those little grills. Clean the wheel. Ring the bell. Why do I have that in my head? Screw you, brain. Straight to jail. I'm so weirdly perched on the side of this thing. Get it in there. It'll get clean. I don't think I did the underside. I probably should have just been doing... Yeah, because it's going to ping a bunch because of the not needing to clean the whole thing. Yeah. But hopefully, after today's stream, I'm going to attempt to re-render the video, but in higher quality. And then hopefully I'll actually have a video on my YouTube. And I'll be all like, hey guys, go check out my video. And you guys will be like, but we were all in the stream, we watched all of this. And I'll be like, no! My entire circle of viewership is exactly that, a circle. There is no Venn diagram of YouTube viewership versus stream viewership. It is just a circle. No. No. Okay. Oh no, have you broken the command cart? Have you been doing something naughty in the background? To be fair, we haven't used it for like a month. Maybe the command got wiped or something. Oh, Nightbot's down, okay. At some point it'll be clean, right? Not really. Yeah, that's very ineffective. That time soldier drank petrol instead of water. Oh god, okay. I mean, it wouldn't be very good for you. A lot of calories, though. If you need those calories. You know what they need? And I don't know if they have it in Powerwash Sim 2 or not, but... ooh, I'm a fuck. Yep, that's right. No, what they need is... like, this to show you where the dirt is. But they also could do with a button to press that highlights the objects that aren't clean. So that if it was, like there, like this little bit of this drive box was... wheel box, whatever it was. Wheel drive, that was it. This little bit wasn't clean, so when I was hitting tab over here, I couldn't see anything. Hit tab, click apart. I mean, click. Click a shoot. Tab is the light. Oh, you mean this? Oh! Wait, really? Oh! Huh. I did not know that. Will it stop throbbing? Maybe if I squirt it? Okay. The armored panel is throbbing. Is that good? Is that a good thing? Should the armor panel be throbbing? It's forever throbbing. How dare you? How dare all of you? Can't believe you're quoting me saying things that I definitely didn't say. None of these quotes are things I actually said, right? Front gripper? That's what you call it this part? A gripper? The drill's got its grippers out? There we go. Stop. God, what the hell would that be from? Why are the walls being clapped? Quote number 20, that was years ago. You can't expect me to remember that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, maybe. A lot of clapping involved with that. Is that how old that is, though? Might need to find new voice lines if it's that old.
Stop!
Yeah.
Getting pregnant! Stop!
I can't!
Stop pregnancy! Stop getting pregnant! Stop getting pregnant
Wait,
right
rear
now!
door is this, presumably. So where's the dirt on the frame? Oh, right there. Oh, I'll get all up in there. Cool. Rear shields. These bits? Okay, the triangles. Okay, let's use the new tactic. Rear shields. This? What do you mean this is dirty? Ah, right there. Didn't I, like, straight up get all up in this one? Where's the dirt on this one? Fuck you, there was no dirt on that. Animal! The animal! No, don't. Oh god, that's a weird crossover of Among Us and whatever that crawling in my skin. Who the fuck did that? Not Papa Roach. No, it's older than that. Clown music, obviously. What? Wait, I got a message. What was that about? That actually took me a surprising amount of time. But yeah, this new power washer, very good. Oh, okay. Tremendous job. You've earned yourself some lucrative contract work. Cool. What else did you send me? Please check your... Oh, yeah, no, you just sent me these. Interesting. So what were the pings, like, whilst I was doing it that weren't... We got a temple? Why is the temple so dirty but the walls so clean? What happened in this town? Why is everything so dirty? So that was Blake there. Why are these texts not in order? What was the other one? It was someone Mall? It was Animal? Okay, Animal. Let's see thing. The clean out carousel will make it more attractive prospect than my health scaler. However, Lenny is certainly not going to be targeted up down the sewer system. Do you travel out of town? I've got a temple. Huh. That person just seems to have everything. Game Theory did a vid on that. What? What's going on in the town? Oh, the Animal Farm. We're animals, animals. You probably think I built this filthy treehouse deep in the forest because I've let myself go. But actually, it's because I was searching for the missing link. Okay, so you made it a dirty treehouse to invite the Sasquatch over. Cool. Problem is, whilst I'm out looking for them, and even sometimes in the dead of night, pranksters come all the way out here, hollering unearthly noises and chucking stinky mud around. Are you sure that isn't the thing you're looking for? Yeah, why it's so dirty? I mean, I'm assuming it's the volcano. But although this sounds like there's a Sasquatch in town throwing around shit as well. A few times now, I've slid down the steps and clean off the edge. Of course, I've got the reflexes of a mongoose. Is that fast or slow? Land on the feet and never break no bones. Okay. Sure, let's deal with Hunter's Load. What does this say? Warning, private property. Warning! Be aware, this house is owned! I mean, you have a camera right here. Wait, was that a interactable? Why are you moving? Wait, can I just spin it? Oh. Can I get the angle right? Yeah! Cameras are super cheap, right? This isn't an issue. Oh, it's a scaffold I probably looked at. Wait, I've got multiple pieces of scaffold? Why? How far out can I go? Wait! Wait! That's not real! That's not a real... Why is this a 2D forest? Fly. Okay. Lost. Presumably lost cat. Wait, okay. Okay, the invisible wall killing me right now. Alright, so where's the gnome? Where are you, Gnomey? Can I clean these? No. Very... I mean, presumably set up, right? Like, nothing walks with such a tiny gate. I wonder if there's an achievement on this one that I've already lost by cleaning. To be fair, I haven't cleaned anything fully yet. The gnomes are the missing link. Of course! Ah! Lost my shins. You got tiny legs. You still wouldn't walk like that. Of course, I knew it. Benny was the missing link the whole time. There he is! Get off here. This is not a hammock. Uh-huh. I'm surprised this thing isn't dirty at all. Yeah, well, let's start washing, I suppose. W for wash. The name of the pilot in Firefly. / Serenity. That's the name of the ship. There we go. Sorry, I had that thought like a month ago or something. I couldn't remember what it was, but I forgot entirely about it. Welcome to ADHD brain. But I just remembered there that I thought about it, and I remembered it now. I still haven't watched all of... I say all of it. Like, I can't remember. Is there only one season or are there 2 seasons of Firefly? I know it got cancelled, but I can't remember if it got cancelled, like, immediately or not. Why is it still so dirty? Just very slowly get up under the rim here with my power wash. Nope, where's the dirt? I'm like desperately staring at this. Unless, wait, is this is part of the roof cap? Never mind. There's more to it. Much better. Hard boy with these shit. I'm sure Big Head would probably have a problem as well. Topple over all the time. Engorged cranium. Okay, that sounds like someone trying desperately to sound smart in a, like a essay or something they've written, so they just thesaurused all the words. Change Big Head to engorged cranium. Is there... Oh, this whole metal bit. God damn it, this roof cap sucks already. Get better fashion. Your cap sucks. Am I getting caught on here? Wait, seriously, what am I getting caught on there? Okay, whatever. There's an invisible terrain there that's getting me. Probably gonna miss the achievement on this one because it's probably something to do with like the footprints or I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna squirt all the cameras or something. Ding! There we go. The roof cap is clean. The tank is clean. The sun is shining. The tank is clean. The tank is clean. Yeah, someone came in the night and power washed it. Power washed all the fish. That's how you clean a fish tank, right? This artifact shaped like a giant head is made of the ceiling. Die. I could actually see someone random. It's lanterns first? Lanterns. Well, too late now anyway, but lanterns? Okay. Get on the spike. There we go. Dude's got lanterns? These! I'm like looking everywhere else. It's right in front of me. Well, at least that makes the sniper's job a lot easier. How many lanterns are there? How are you supposed to work out these achievements? Like, through natural playing? Or are they literally just there as a, well, you didn't get it, you're gonna have to replay this map because this is the specific thing you need to do? Yeah, but that's what I mean, like, generally, achievements like this, where it's like, do a thing that is an achievement within a level, you gotta want to give that information early. Like, put it in one of the texts or something, that, hey, clean this bit first, or, hey, avoid this, or, like, with the carousel, don't turn it off, I'm testing it, or something. Like, throw it in the texts. You know, most of the levels twice. Have you seen the archipelago for Power Wash Sim? I should get you in on that. For those who don't know, Archipelago is a system that allows randomized games to be randomized with each other. So, for example, with my Elden Ring randomize, you know, enemy locations are changed, but like item locations are changed as well. You could randomize those items into someone else's game. I don't know quite how it works with Power Wash Simulator yet. But yeah, so it would be basically you could do something in Power Wash Sim, like clean a lantern, and when that tings, that's an objective done, then that connects to an item in someone's game that's connected to you in the archipelago, and you unlock it for them. Like if you had someone playing Pokemon, it'd be like random TMs you get every time you unlock a thing. don't know why I think this bit's going to be any different. It's part of the roof. Power wash it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it can be stuff like that. It'd be like if you connected it to Hollow Knight, for example, you could have mask shards in your game, so you could get someone max health. StarCraft, you can get someone unit. Honestly, all about the Archipelago stuff's really interesting. It's just, obviously, it's a bunch of fan stuff, so a lot of the games are just, they need to be popular enough to have someone who enjoys it enough to then have created an Archipelago YAML file for that game. Huh. Is this... Okay, it is wood. It just kind of looked like a Tudor house. When I was looking at that, my brain was just like, wait, Tudor house? What? We're up in a tree house. Also, the dribbles here. Don't feed the sassy squatch. Now, if you feed them, then they'll give you attitude about the quality of the food. They'll you. Oh, cool. Ding, ding. Ding. Give me them dings. It's the crazy frog. But yes, that's something I want to potentially throw together sometime, because I sometimes do some archipelagos with mod Calicora, but I don't have a huge amount of games in my repertoire of stuff that I would want to play an archipelago of, and that, like, works, that someone's made. Because things like the Elden Ring's fine, but that takes up quite a bit of time because I'm not very good at it. StarCraft's good, because you can adjust the length that takes based on the number of maps you do. Can I not get that angle? Oh, well, ooh, what am I on? Don't know, I'm like climbing the windowsill here. Yeah, all up in there. Another lantern! I missed this one. This door is too fat. There we go. To see the spray hit up here. Another lantern. I'm just blind, apparently. Okay, no, I should clean that because it's mostly clean and I'm not going to notice that it's not cleaned. That's just me whenever I play Elden Ring. Someone who was an expert in a field 50 years ago looks at it now. They're an Elden wrong. A doctor from 50 years ago. That was something that I always found kind of interesting, but it's also an interesting amount of, like, extra work. Because my mum was a GP, and just the amount of, like, weekly studying she would need to do to make sure she's up to date on what is actually the correct things to do. Because obviously they have the, what is it, DSM, I think it's called? It's a little book that gets published every year, so you can flick through it and find medication and its uses. And diagnoses and what medication you would prescribe for it. Because you're not expected to know everything by heart. Oh, I can't get up there, can I? Wait, if I do this... But yes, a good GP should be studying constantly because of the amount of stuff that... Yeah, basically. And some of the time it's just like, oh yeah, this thing that we've been telling you to do for the past 10 years is entirely wrong. It's like the stuff on ADHD, actually. It's like at one point, it was just like, yeah, there's no evidence that it's really a thing. It's just people who aren't good parents, was what the general consensus of ADHD was. And then now it's just like, yeah, no, actually, here's all the stuff, here's the studies. It's like, okay, cool. I mean, I get that that's science, that's how it works. I was staying dirty for a weird amount of time. Doesn't stop it being annoying. How did... Like, you're saying that someone came to this house and threw smelly mud in it. Like, how did they get up in here? Up in here, up in here. What the hell's that? Gabbo? Gabbo makes you lose control? Up in here, up in here. God, I'm old. But it seems like, to me anyway, it seems super interesting to be in a field where there is just constantly news. That's what I like about engineering. Like, I don't think I get it anymore, but I was getting a monthly magazine that was engineering stuff. And it's like stuff that's happened in the world. And it's always super interesting. How dare you, cat? Wait, you're older than me! You're absolutely ancient! Dude, you need to get Benny in here to shout hat old. Get a proxy. Excuse you? This branch isn't real. You gotta be Cat's proxy, because Cat can't call me old. I mean, she can, but you know what I mean. I've realised that a lot of things I've done, like, just generally in my life, I've just not been the old person. Like, even, you know, this year, going to Japan, going on holiday, I was considerably younger than everyone else on the tour group. And it's just like, yeah, I've rarely done things where I'm the old person. Maybe I don't know how to be an adult. You know, looking at the, like, the clean wood here, it's, like, reminded me of what it would smell like. Because, you know, if you're around wood long enough, you can be like, yeah, I know what wood smells like. It's, okay, yeah, whatever. Weird, like, memory, nostalgia smell there. Don't you... Why are there flies around me? Did I just, like, miss this entire section? Kind of. It's really hard to get the upper side of this rim here, isn't it? Maybe like that? Yeah, I like that. That works. It's gotta be hard, immediately does it. But bonding over nut, yay! Yes, exactly, wood. Is this lantern not clean? Oh no! Oh, not clean lantern! There we go. Huh, almost lost it. Get out of the way. Why is my ladder up here? Who put this here? Sasquatch messing with me. Stole my ladder and put it in the house. There we go. Now what? More roof? More roof. We need more roof. It's a pretty big job, isn't it? I'm glad I've got the Omega super awesome power washer now. Ooh. Do 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 do. Bot got banned. Do do do. Wait, did it get banned? Bot got banned now, at least. Bot goes binted. Bot got banned. Do do. Oh, a little bit there. Do 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 do. Bone! Bone! Why are we boning? What is it? What the Sasquatch's gonna? Sasquatch? The Sasquatch? It's the group that watches out for sassy people and bans them. I was gonna say, is it what the Sasquatch is carrying? Because people view the Sasquatch the same way as, like, cavemen, right? That's the vibe? I don't know, it's like, it's an American thing. It's not a real thing, like what we have in Britain, like the Loch Ness Monster. I heard someone give me a thing, and then we started talking about how it... Yeah, the lack of, like, restrictions on Tomodachi Life has really helped it out. Because, yeah, as long as you just set up things that they're allowed to talk about, which takes time, like, you build it up over time. I mean, I suppose you could just spam out at the start a bunch of things for them to do, but generally it takes time to set it all up. But yeah, they can just say anything they want. It's kind of cool. Can't believe gooning isn't in your eye. I mean, you could have being a goon and gooning. You could have both. Because then that says you're old, but you're down with the kids. Fuck you. The roof didn't want me up there. Wouldn't have been... No, it wouldn't have... Because either the censorship would have been incredibly harsh, in which case there'd be very little you'd be able to do. You'd only be able to select from, like, pre-established phrases to select from. Or a lot of the content would be around people doing their best to get around the censorship. I'm cleaning this window now. Oh my god, there's a... Wait. It does have reflections? Am I a vampire? Just looking at it, like, stuff was moving there. There is a reflection of something. The main thing is that it's not online, so that... Yeah, true. Like, the online Nintendo stuff does have either censorship or you're just not allowed to interact with each other via, like, communication. Or sometimes they have, like, emote interactions. Oh, hey, the footprints are up here. Wait. What, Bigfoot just comes here and goons in the corner? Are there more footprints over here? Kind of. Weird. Do 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 do. It's a pity there isn't, like, actual water mechanics on this, so that you could... It would slowly dribble down and make it easier to clean the lower levels, because you've cleaned the top first. But to be fair, it's kind of good that it isn't online, or the game would be hot garbage, because... Let's face it, Nintendo's online systems have always been hot garbage. I'm actually amazed that Splatoon did as well as it did. And is still doing? I think Splatoon 3 is still, like, pretty solid, isn't it? Because, like, the Nintendo servers have always been hot garbage. says the man with the worst internet in the world. Whoop. Clean. I did it. Carefully. Yes, exactly. I suppose that's probably why people like it too. Like, it's the annoying thing with Nintendo. It's just like, Nintendo sucks, but their games are good. Or at least their IPs are good. That doesn't seem like it's doing a very good job. Let's try this. Clean the tree. Wash the tree. Also, something I found funny that I didn't realize is the reason we've been getting, like, some more Capcom games recently is because during COVID, they couldn't, like, pachinko parlors were closed, and Capcom essentially makes most of its money these days by pouring out its licenses to weird pachinko and slot machines. So you get, like, weird branded slot machines, or pachinko machines. But because of COVID, all those places shut down, so they weren't getting money from that, so they put more effort back into the video game side of their industry. Which is really funny to me, but also, fuck Capcom. New Mii's cat for your friend. I mean, yeah, you can do so much with them. And for, like, realistically, the system is actually real limited in the types of interactions that you have, but because you fill up this repertoire of phrases, terms, whatever else, attitudes, things like that, it makes it seem like it's a whole lot more than it really is, which is fine. Like, cool, that's a really good way of doing it. Let users create their own content. It's something a lot of games seem to struggle with the idea of allowing their... Like, a lot of devs seem to struggle with the idea of allowing the people who play their games to actually mess with the game. So you got the people who, like, try and interfere with modders instead, and it's like, well, just let them do their thing. Like, it's another way for them to enjoy your game. They bought the game. Is this gonna be like... Yeah, this is gonna be a ladder-shaped dirt pile here once I'm done. Wood. Missed some bits. But yes, that's also something I'm tempted about streaming, but I feel like I've already missed the hype with it. And I don't know if it's something I would ever do long term. I don't think I would have a really, like, long term Tomodachi Island. Like, just visit every now and then, like a year later, see what's happening. There we go. Less of a ladder shape just on the floor there now. A weird question for y'all, chat. Because it's something I saw in another video, and I was just like, wait, do I have? But, do you guys have favorite socks? Like, because a random video, like, someone said, yeah, these are my favorite socks. I'm just like, favorite socks? Is that a thing? Like, is having a favorite pair of socks? Like, I have sort of like a general favorite style of sock, like, because I buy multi-packs, okay? I'm super stylish, I buy multi-packs, so I've got these thick pair that are, like, real comfy and they keep my feet warm most of the time, which is great. I mean, they're kind of cold at the moment. I'm wearing those, but it's because my feet are always cold and I have bad circulation. I can give you some missing link facts based on what I found so far. Yeah, sure. Is it that you're wrong and you should shut up? Like, everyone looking for the missing link as if it even exists. Yes, you gotta have a good foot feel. Yeah, but if you have, like, a very specific favorite pair. Because I don't really have, like, socks that are interesting enough. I've got, like, some Pokemon socks, I suppose. But other than that, most of my socks are just like, these ones are red, these ones are blue, these ones are pink, these ones are orange. Like, I don't really have, like, a stylish pair, I suppose. I don't know if socks are ever stylish, but you know what I mean. You know those signs that he has down there that are like, no visitors, private property, piss off, whatever else? I think he's got a table up here for 6 people. Like, dude. Do you want people here or not? Dude's got a nice deck, though. Although I think he needs... Isn't this, like, untreated wood? Doesn't he need to stain this? If he wants to keep it out in nature. And it seems to be doing fine other than being dirty. So maybe I don't know anything. You hate all socks, you feel like you're being chucked. Fair enough. Yeah, I've never had that issue with, like, that sort of sensory issue with socks. Although, trainer socks, you know, the ones that have, like, no ankle to them. Those suck. I hate them. They make my feet feel awful. There's people out there doing exercise and stuff, and I'm just like, wear proper socks, you weirdos. Says the guy, probably the weirdo in this situation. Yeah. But that's how I feel with pretty much all, like, formal shirts. I don't say formal, like, work shirts aren't really formal, are they? But shirts that you button up to the neck. Hate those. They all feel awful on me. Clean the chairs. I feel like that hasn't cleaned very well, but whatever. Dining table? Dude, dining out here? Does he have a, like, working kitchen in there? I suppose he could have with, like a camp stove, like a little propane thing. Wouldn't even need to be little, it just probably would be smart to be little if the whole house was made of wood, but, you know. As people, I suppose people used to have, like, fireplaces inside houses made of wood, so what do I know? Such person when they feel something feels off about people. Something is afoot. I'm sure, right? I don't know, the whole missing link stuff, it feels like, you know how people are like, I'm gonna go find the cure for cancer, and it's just like, well, no, cancer isn't really one thing that there's going to be one cure for. Like, trying to find the missing link, which, as far as I'm aware, it's trying to find, like, a direct ancestor between humans and apes or something like that. Which I'm fairly sure we've got enough historical evidence, fossils, whatever else, of humans back through time, that we probably have that already, but I think that's what it's meant to be, right? Unless I'm misinterpreting what the missing link is. And yeah, so the search for it, from the way I'm thinking anyway, just seems a bit pointless. And the search for Bigfoot's its own thing, because people want to believe, which, fine, it's just... I don't know. It feels like they use the same logic for deep sea as they're using for some random forest in America. Like, you know, in the deep sea, there's a bunch of stuff we're discovering all the time, so maybe there's a Sasquatch living in the American forests. You guys think that, like, nanomachine medicine in blood would actually ever be a thing that would be effective? Because it kind of feels like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, wait, now that probably wouldn't work, right? Because you would just, over time, you would lose a lot of the machines to, you know, just general wear and tear of life. You'd sweat, you'd bleed. And the nanomachines wouldn't be avoiding every section of your body, because if they were doing that, then they're not going to be able to do whatever their job is. And you potentially could have them, like, injected for a very specific, like, surgery. Like, for example, cancer removal of some form. Ooh, top deck. It's clean. But yeah, like a removal of something, because then specific cells could be targeted, and you could just sort of leave them there while they chop things up. Ding, 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 ding. Hell yeah! Obviously, I've got a great plan. But I don't know, it feels like the more you get into it and the more you think about it, nanomachines kind of at one point was like the new hot topic in like sort of sci-fi stuff, things like that. Like obviously you got the Metal Gear thing with Nanomachine Sun, but like just generally speaking, and then they've moved on to other sciencey buzzwords now. Although I don't know what the current sciencey buzzword was. I know carbon nanotubes was one for a while. Quantum for a while as well was one. We're using quantum technology to do this. Okay, what does that mean? No idea. Doesn't mean anything. I hope this, like, homeless man that lives in a tree in the forest has enough money to pay me. I just realized I took the job and it's just like, wait, the whole talk. I suppose he's got cameras like set out on tripods and stuff, and presumably like constantly recording. So he probably has at least some money. Wait, so if that was the dining table, this is the research table? I mean, this is a work table. This is not a research table. It's got a vice. I couldn't think of the name there, and a place for hanging tools at the back. There are a lot of human species living at the same time and yeah, like I'm trying to think of any of the different homos. Because you have the... Well, Neanderthal wasn't a human species, was it? That was like a separate thing? And then you got like Forensiensis. I'm trying to think of the different homos now. Benny? So a living human species being undiscovered until now isn't fully impossible, but it's very yeah. Yeah, because it would have had to, like, maintain the population long enough to, like, still be alive now. Like, maybe a couple of thousand years ago, it would have been reasonable. Actually, probably longer than a couple of thousand years ago, but these days it just doesn't seem reasonable. Osteopolipicus? Oh my god. I'm trying to remember these words. I'm so stupid. I'm trying to remember that I once had a reasonable knowledge of some of these things, you know? I promise. I promise I'm not just talking out my ass. Oh, I'm getting hungry, though. Surprisingly, a bread bun for dinner is not... Get skewered. Just right through me. Do you think the camera would pick this up? Just this brand sticking through me. Healing spell! Healing spell! Ah! Let me die! Ooh, falling off. Wasn't there like a Homo novus as well, or something like that? Oh, that's reminded me. Totally unrelated, kind of, but... Do you think there was ever, like, a giant eel species? You know, we've got, like, plenty of giant species that used to exist, and obviously we've got giant squid, which still do. But... do you think there was ever, like, a redonkulously huge eel? Just living its best life, being all wiggly in the ocean. Okay. Neanderthals are usually... okay, since it's known that there are some genes still in the human... yeah, because we, like, essentially crossbred with them and got rid of them by doing so. And, oh yeah, fair point, because if they were able to breed successfully, they must have, yeah, had enough to be considered at least a same or similar. Yeah, okay. That's fair. And then, of course, there's the secret species of human that arrived on Earth around that time on a spaceship and used leaves as a currency, and then burned down the forest to make sure that the value of the currency went up. I think that might be a bit too much of a sci-fi deep cut, because it's not the first book in that series. I can't remember which one that is, actually. I can't remember if that's Restaurant at the End of the Universe or Goodbye and Thanks for All the Fish. Can't remember which one says, yeah, humans were people that were sent away from their planet because they were really annoying. So, billionaire. I mean, it kind of was. It was, if I remember correctly, it was essentially just middle management. It was essentially all the population of some planet were put on 3 ships, and a third of the population was like this middle management that didn't really want anymore, so they just sent them to a random planet under the guise that they were meant to be like an arc ship or a seed ship or whatever you want to call it. And they were meant to populate that planet, and then when they succeeded, then people would find them and be like, yeah, cool, good job, we'll join you on that planet. But actually they were just getting rid of them. Yeah, that's one of the later books in the Hitchhiker's Guide series. Dog made a little woof noise. She's having a dream. She's dreaming of woofing. I realised it's at the top of all this railing, and it's like, it didn't ding for me because it's the whole railing is the thing. Well, that's sad. That was... I wanted the gratification from the ding! You stole my ding gratification. How dare you? I did a really piss poor job of doing the lower railing bit here, didn't I? Where's my... There. I feel like I'm being real bad at tracking the crosshair. That's probably what the scaffold's for, to get the other side of the railing. I was wondering what would I need the scaffold for, but yeah. Okay, I think I did better here. Oh, I'm not looking forward to all the digging I'm gonna have to do at some point. Because it looks like my mum is well intent on the water feature in the garden, so... gotta dig a river. Dig me a river. Oh, dig me a river. Fuck me, that's a old... how old is Cry Me a River? What was that? Was it like NSYNC or something? No, that's way too sad to be like a boy band, isn't it? Was it? Wait, was it just Justin Timberlake? Maybe. Maybe that's why I'm thinking NSYNC. I mean, true. I don't think it's that old. Okay, so it looks like I did a better job of getting the bottom bit here. Clean the plank. If I just do like this way quickly, I can do the other side quickly as well. Keep alive. That means I inherited from another planet. With humans, it's a controversial topic, but it's known different populations have different looks, so the Neanderthal could just have been something like that, but more distinctly in traits that got better. Oh. Okay, fair enough. So not as, like, distinct a species as I'm thinking, then. Big old foreheads. I think that's about as much as I remember of, Neanderthal fossils. Or, at least, mock-ups. No, I think I've seen skulls. Both. Both. Let's go with both. Get out of the way! Like me trying to play a shooter, trying to back up and avoid getting shot and getting caught on the terrain. It'd be kind of a fun paintball arena. Obviously it's someone's house, but you know, get some barriers up like down below and an objective underneath. Be kind of cool. Like a capture the flag sort of thing, but the defenders aren't allowed like further down than here or something. Because it's paintball, so you know you've got to put restrictions in like that. It's weird how often my streams like get into life and biology is kind of super interesting vibe. It's like, yeah, animals, plants, evolution, it's all super interesting. There's a lot of weird stuff out there. I'm really a fan of, like, when I'm trying to spray these wooden planks, the way the water sound is being made is like, it's kind of irritating. It's kind of getting into my brain and not in a good way. Oh god, I'm going down the stairs apparently. Whoopsies, falling down the stairs. And now I'm falling up the stairs. Now I'm falling down the sideways stairs. Or falling up the sideways stairs. God, apparently I'm only halfway. Well, that makes sense actually. I was like looking at that saying I'm halfway through the upper railing. But yeah, that makes sense because I've done one side. I've done the back side or the front side of the back side. So yeah, it makes sense that I'm only halfway done. I mean, it should be more. Yeah, it is more anyway, but should be more because I'm doing the sides as well. But I'm just kind of power blasting through this bit because it shouldn't take that long. Don't need to be too thorough because it cleans itself automatically. Look, hitting tab and seeing the tiny little bits that I missed. I'm just like, damn it. Do I need to go back and get all those tiny little bits right after I've just said I don't need to do all the tiny little bits? Get on there. I'm on it. Get on it. I don't know the next line. Ba-dee-bee-dee-bee, ba-da-da. Yeah, maybe I should put, like, the radio on or something and get charts music so I'm a little bit more up to date with my every song I've, like, got into today is, like, early 2000s, I think, or earlier. I'm trying to remember what's the human variant that's like the island dwarfism one. Is that the Florenziensis or is that a different one? I don't think there was a Homo Swarlian. That is the Florenziensis. Okay. I think the main reason I remember the Florenziensis is the name. Because it's a fun name, the Florenziensis. Aliens or whatever, find human fossils, argument humans are fully hairless. Yeah, I mean, fair point. And then they get my fossil, they're just like, yep, 100% covered in hair. Fully hairful. How are we doing on the upper deck railing? Ugh, we haven't railed this upper deck enough. Fuck this, I'm gonna do something else. I've given up on the upper deck. We're doing this instead. Because this will be a faster job, and at some point it'll start dinging on a lot of these little wooden bits, the eaves. I'm not quite sure how I missed that bit, but whatever. It would have been beautiful thorough when I came around the top here, but apparently I'm not very good. Oh no, I did the outside, not the inside. Alright, that makes sense. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ding. Yes, ding for me. Wait, does this little triangle here? No. I was hoping this little triangle here was going to be its own section, but it's not. Wah. Ding. 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 No, that was the window. Wait. That was the window, not the bit I thought was going to ding. Yeah. There we go. Drawing of a hippo, but drawn from skeleton. Yeah, I love a lot of the animal drawn from skeleton. A lot of the cold environment animals tend to be real weird because the amount of like body fat stuff, or stuff like hippos where they've like, I don't know, semi-aquatic. Would you call it semi-aquatic? Because their skeletons are nowhere near the size of the creature. Because of all the body fat and whatever else they need. Or things that just have a weird amount of muscles. Like, I suppose a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of African stuff as well. Semi-aquatic? Okay. I assumed that was a term, but I don't think I'd ever actually heard it before, so my brain was just like, wait, is that a term? But yeah, cool, good. I can't remember where I started this from. I think I started it from, like, there. Ding! We got the entirety of the upper house trim. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it was from here, so then I can just turn around here and start going back the other way. You can see the bits that aren't clean. Wait, but the eaves. Wait, are all the eaves the same? They are. Okay. Okay. So I don't need to do each one individually. Oh, that's less dings, though. I was hoping to get, like, a bunch of dings as I ran down here. As I cleaned the eaves. And there's the also, as well as the drawn from skeleton stuff, there's the, like, early taxidermy when people didn't know what the creatures looked like. I still love the overstuffed walrus. Is one of my favourite taxidermies because it just looks so ridiculous. Because they got rid of all the wrinkles from the walrus because, you know, obviously it needed to. The animal wouldn't have all those wrinkles, right? Now, although now I'm imagining like an overstuffed pug, which would be kind of horrifying. There's a species of semi-aquatic rhino in Africa. Fair enough. I mean, it would make sense that the hippo wasn't, like, the only thing in that region. Still sad that I didn't get a ding, like, all on the roof for every little Eve bit, but whatever. Whatever. Fine. Take away my happiness. Take away my joy. Oh, that was dirt. I thought that was a reflection. Brock, whenever Nurse Joy leaves. Take away my joy. Take away my happiness. How dirty it is. Yeah, I was going to say that's still dirty. What's that? Okay, I need to be a bit more attentive with the window frame bit. Oh, well, that's the lower house cleaned. But... part of this window frame is still dirty. Is it underneath? Do I need to get like a really weird angle and do this? Maybe if I go like this? Nope. No? There we go. Oh, the window frame has dinged. Chalicotheras? A funny in concept and horrifying. What are chalicotheras? Are those the semi-aquatic rhinos? Or is that something else entirely that's just a horror creature? To be fair, a lot of things in our biological past are horror creatures. To be fair, a lot of things now are still horror creatures, but we're like used to them existing. Generally speaking. Ooh, pins and needles in my foot. Horse, but convergently evolved into a gorilla or oh. Does sound kind of horrifying. Okay, did I miss anything from the door? Yes. Apparently right down the middle. I need to spray water into this person's house to make sure that I cleaned it. There we go. The handles aren't separate, are they? No, good. Ding. Ding. I forgot that I had like a pretty good power washer, so I've been doing like smaller bits, but I could just do this. It gets the job done mostly. Until you hit here, and then you need to get like under there, but you know. Nothing is perfect. Okay, where's the bit on the frame that I'm missing this time? Video game. There we go. There we go. Get out of the way, lantern. Sinestro when he's fighting the Green Lantern Corps. Get out of the way, lantern. Cool, ding ding. Oh, and this. Ding. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there with the upper house. Imagine having an upper house and a lower house. What a rich man. I say about the person I was questioning if they had anybody at all before. Hell yeah! Oh, still missed this one apparently. Come on, get clean. There we go. Oh, what was that? That wasn't clean. Cool. There we go. And I think I was also looking at the upper deck railing when I was doing that, yeah. Horse-like head on a knuckle-walking body with... That is, like, anime chimera genetically modified horror creature. Like, you could definitely put together a reasonable horror creature monster from that. Ding, ding. Ding. Ooh, what should I have for dinner? What if I got any soup in the house? I'm feeling soup. Maybe just some sausages. Ooh, sausages. Oh, but I've got a bunch of rice. I need to have something with rice. Well, you can have sausages and rice. You can have anything on rice. Soup and rice sounds a bit weird, though. Could you have soup and rice? Is there a rice soup? Like a rice pudding, but with soup? But savory, I suppose. Soup. What would you say is Bella's catchphrase? I don't know. He questions things a lot. There are loads of rice-based soups. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm not a knower. Look, I'm only just entering the world of rice. Mostly because rice pudding is disgusting. I don't know if he has a catchphrase. Not everyone needs a catchphrase, you know. You don't gotta question mark me. I'm right and always will be. I feel like I probably... Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I missed something along the way here. Yeah, I need to give him a gift for leveling up and you don't know what. Well, mostly because, like, rice with other stuff is just, like, rice with food. And so my only other, like, knowledge of rice as, like, the meal thing is rice pudding. So I wasn't aware of rice soup. An expression will work. Just something he'd say. Which part? What do I clean next? Do we just keep going down? Go to the middle deck? The steps? I mean, he does say Borb quite a lot. He's mostly just off in his own little world, thinking about things. He's a big thinker, is Belair. The thoughts aren't smart thoughts, but he thinks a lot. Yeah, fair. Whee! Either that or time ain't real. Do I need to do the underside of the stairs? Fine, we'll go down. Sploot. Am I going to be tall enough? Do I have to do the entire... They're sometimes called Bigfoot, because they're one big foot, kind of like a bear's. The other one small, like a cat's. I don't think that's legitimate. I'll be honest. I think that's wrong. I think this person's stupid and should go to Oh, I'm still on this bench. Oh, there's like a little obstacle course down here. Oh. I didn't realise I'm going to have the entire underside. I'll do that later. That bit was extra poopy. I needed to do it immediately. Yeah, being so far down does make this a little bit more awkward. But that's interesting. So the underside was an entirely separate bit. Because I did the top deck. The top deck's finished. When starting a sentence, ending a sentence is a catchphrase. When happy, when sad, when angry, when greeting someone. I mean, I've said burn things down quite a bit. But no one seems to take Blair seriously when he suggests that as an option. Blair doesn't get angry. He's a gift. Gifts don't get angry. Yes, Cat? You have a problem with that sentence? Oh god, climbing the tree like that. No, don't burn me down. Break it down. Hey, have I failed all these joists? I kind of have. No way, you. Climbing the tree. Just climbing the tree. Up, here we go. Yep. Oh. That's how you keep me up there. Playing keepy uppies with my spine. Fuck your camera. Immediately lose all the money from my job by future film. Is that even close to a camera brand? The only camera brand I know is Canon. Surprisingly, as the conversations we had a couple of times with the Japan stream was, yeah, I don't know cameras. You saw the person who doesn't know photography also does not know cameras. Although I suppose you could have like a weird hyper interest in cameras and not anything to do with actually using them. Or I suppose filming, but that's, I feel like having a good idea of what looks good in a photo would also apply to filming. I might be wrong there, but I feel like that's got to have some, at least some transferable skills. Like composition and all that nonsense. Whee! I did a lot of the stairs there. Like 2 stairs left that I hadn't cleaned. Some painful, but there's different things to think of. I mean, that would make sense because of movement. Although you can photography movement as well. You can photography movement. Okay, you're just gonna get in the way now, so we're gonna dispose of you. We're going to dispose of you. Is he not shootable? Hello? The cloud music starts playing whilst I'm doing this. There we go. Right, you get off the barrier, and I'll be back up there in a second. Wait, this isn't clown. I know. Come on, keep shooting. Why are you not shooting? There we go. Go on, keep shooting. Rootin' tootin'. No. Stupid gnome. Get you through the gap. Didn't work. Come on. Yeah. I don't think this is counting. Just get squirted. Like, oh my god, you suck, gnome. Give up on you. Ruined my day. No power washing. Ooh, ding. My day is no longer ruined. I power washed. I got a ding. I know what your catchphrase would be, though, Cat. Can you guess? I mean, it could be listen, that's fair. But I was thinking Rosette Spoonbill. Ah! That was so bright. Stop. Look. Listen. Live. I felt like I was partially going into the Eorzea listen whatever feel thing, but also the stop, look, listen, live from what, public safety announcements? The don't cross the road if there's a car, don't get run over. Little hedgehog getting run over or something. Can't remember what the ads were now. We don't really get many ads like that these days, do we? Just like big general public safety things. Although I say that, I don't watch TV, so maybe we do. Stop, think, and go. I definitely don't follow that rules. There's a word in there I just don't do. Feels like discrimination as well, telling me to think. How dare they? Along with, like, every school report that I have. Just slow down and think. Oh, God. Ow. After 500 years, what will I have? Hemorrhoid. What? I don't know. A lot of debt. Is that what you were looking for? Show me a lot of debt. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the #1 answer. Ah, I missed. Hello, dog. Are you surprised that the mother isn't home yet? I don't remember what she was doing. She was doing something. That's why she's not at home anymore. That would explain that, wouldn't it? Ah, yes, of course. That would be why the person isn't here, because they are not here. outside of this bit as well. I was going to do this bit. Not very well, apparently. There we go. Still not very well, but better than it was. Whoa. Okay, I thought that was the whole thing. I was real confused for a second. Well, wait, do I have to clean this? Gross. Do 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 do. But given that Benny said there's a game theory on why there's dirt, does that mean it's never actually explained why the town is just so filthy? Huh. Alright. I suppose that this game doesn't need an explanation, but, you know, having a premise to explain why you're the power wash person. Other than, I suppose, it was, you're looking for a job, you got a van, you're now the power washer. Clean the van, you're now the power washer. Job done. Okay. Go ding. Yeah. As much as we're doing this treehouse, and the treehouse is kind of cool, I've got two issues with it. One, as I said before, it feels like this is like fresh wood that still needs staining, as opposed to actual wood that has been a treehouse for a while. And two, the job before this was on a really cool drill that I thought looked really interesting, and so going from that to new wood treehouse is just nowhere near as interesting to me. Big drills are really cool. Let's drop down one. There we go. Barbecue? Just the line. Propane. Got us some red. Yeah. Wait, oh. No, stop it. There we go. Lovely. My hand's getting a bit sore. I think I'm going to just have to have it on auto spray for a bit. Treehouse has too much stuff outside. Get rid of it so I don't have to clean it. I suppose there's what I was talking about before. There's a fire on top of wood. At least it's... yeah, that's enough open air. I was going to say you don't want it too close underneath here, but it's not. That's fine. That's fine where it is. I'm judging Mr. Sasquatch Hunter too harshly. Probably because of his beliefs. The underside, no. Super sad because a bunch of the AVNs that I read's the word, yeah. I'm up to date on all of them, and most of them have like a yearly update schedule, and most of them have had the update in the last couple of months. So it's just like, damn. I've got, like, 8-9 months to wait before I get updates on the majority of the ones that I'm reading. It's worse than friggin' trying to stay up to date with manhwa and webcomics and stuff. Like, at least those are either weekly or monthly. I don't think there are any yearly webcomics, or manhwa, or manga, or anything like that. I wish there was just a generic term for all of them. I don't know why you need to specify manhwa, manga, webcomic. etc. Whatever the Chinese one is, I can't remember now. It's man something though, isn't it? Fine, further away. Yeah, there we go. See, I can get under there. Clean the drum. This barbecue's just like a metal barrel has been cut in half and the hinge has been slapped on it. Like a petrol barrel or something. Say, what am I missing for the side table? But underneath, of course. Of course it's the underneath. Or, you know, this side here as well. Alright, side table. What am I missing? Oh, no, the cans are separate. Okay. Like up there in the hinges? No, wait, there's a gap there. It's definitely not up in the hinges. Okay, stand up. That was getting really annoying. Okay. So what am I missing, like, for the side table? But there? Still not enough? Well, barbecue's done. Clean it least. Maybe it's the top. Oh, it was the top. I spent so much time trying to clean the bottom of it. Didn't think maybe, hey, it's the top. So I'm missing somewhere on the drum. It's probably like, yeah. Do that. Should get a bunch. Not enough though. There we go. Got distracted by a barbecue. There are worse things to be distracted by. Dun, 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 dun. Mangaka is a manga author. Okay, I think we go smaller. I'm not cleaning very well. There we go. Probably should have just done this, and that would have cleaned the side tables much faster. Did I do the table? No. Okay. Ow. Oh, I know, it is. I don't know why I thought I hadn't. Okay. We're making progress. Florist makes floors. The homo florist in... Florenzi Florist? Florenzi Florist! There we go. I got there in the end. It's the human ancestor that made flowers. Made flowers? Yeah, made flowers. I see, that just seems a bit short, you know? You have a new view? Okay. Stomatologist. Now, what would that be? Oh, it's a new name for you, okay. But it'd be it's gotta be Floroensis. Homo Floroensis does sound like a flower, like yeah, like a flower human in our past. Got the banister. This map has been really annoying for stuff being behind me when I'm trying to move backwards. God, these inanimate objects just need to move the hell out of my way. It's an inanimate fucking object. You're an inanimate fucking object. My brain just got distracted there and I went into In Bruges. I was just thinking about In Bruges for a bit. Just completely just went gone, brain gone. Dentist? Oh. Fair enough. I don't think that's where my brain would have pieced that, but fair enough. Fair enough. So that should be about halfway, because... Pedro? You know, for all I know, the lyrics could be, like, real rude. I just don't speak Spanish? Sounds Spanish. Stoma means mouth. Okay. But wait, what's the... When you have a poop tube put in, because your intestine isn't working, you have a little hole put into your stomach and you get the bag. Isn't that a stoma? Oh, another lantern! Hey, I found another lantern! Oh! They deposit their scat in bundles, much like a wild hog, with which they apparently share an identical... Fuck off. I hate you so much. Hunter load. Get a load of this guy. Oh, this part's part of the steps, okay. I'm gonna get slightly awkward when we get... Oh, is this part of the steps as well? No, that's the handrail. The puncture is a stoma. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking when you were talking about stomaologist. I was just like, someone who, like, put stomas in people? But yeah, alright. I suppose it would just be a surgeon, wouldn't it? Someone who puts a stoma in, just be a surgeon. Whee! Spiral staircase. Are we still not done? This game just really enjoys making a random fly noise in your ear every now and then, and it drives me up the wall. There we go. Now what? Oh, we are kind of getting through things. We just got sort of railings to do, and then the underside and the signs. In Polish, we use dermatologist as service dentist, so yeah. No, I hadn't known it in any other context. The weird little things that differ. Although that's just making me think now of, like, it's your poop mouth is your stoma. If stoma is for mouth terms. You forgot the name of your bum. It's your poop mouth. Okay, let's free the football. There we go, football's freed. Humans are tubes. I mean, yes. Correct, we are. How many holes does a human tube have? 1 or 2? Don't forget the answer to the straw thing, though, is 2. That is the correct answer. Although I do feel like a lot of the questions, like the, how many holes does a straw have thing, only became, like, a thing that people argued about because content creators used them as rage bait to create people arguing about it, whereas the answer is, like, there is a set answer. There is a correct answer. It's like the really annoying, the Monty Hall probability thing with the 3 doors and the... telling you what's behind one of them. Changes the probability from 33% to 66% or whatever. Oh, no. It changes it from 33% to 50%. And it doesn't really make much sense, but it's true. It's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, that doesn't really make much sense, but that's just be how it be. So there is a correct answer. Straw Hat Pirates? I don't think I said hat at any point. How many holes are in the Straw Hat Pirates? We'll find out after Buggy has a chat with them. I don't think Ace was ever a Straw Hat Pirate, even if he had a straw hat. Right? Also, by the way, spoilers. Haven't got that far yet, thank you very much. I'm like literally right before that. I think at least I think right before that. I don't actually know if where I'm at is where that happens. Wait, is the inside of this pillar? How dare it? Well, to be fair, I assume, because where I've got to is leading up to a fight, and then I got spoiled that it was going to happen. So I assume, but I could be like 100 to 700 episodes off. Who cares if it happened in 2010? Just because something happened in the past doesn't mean everyone has seen it. I haven't even gone through the time skip yet. To be fair, I don't actually know. It's more I'm inferring from what people said. Because for all, like, from what you've said, I can infer, but I don't necessarily know what the outcome is. Did we? Oh, I assumed that was just like a Luffy thing. Probably, anyway. So that'd be my logic. Was it someone in a straw hat? Because if it was, then I assumed it was Luffy. Just like you assumed that Lucy was Annie. I remember that one. That was like the third Sunny Con? I mean, probably. it is a shonen manga. He probably dies and then is reborn or pumps his own heart with his rubber butt or something. Ah. I don't think that's true. Because I don't think Luffy has one. I'm fairly sure that at some point in the manga, it's going to be like, yeah, that's also an additional cost of the devil fruit that we didn't tell you. It yoinks your penis. But Luffy was just so dumb he never noticed. Well, yeah, might have yoinked her penis, I don't know. True. I do remember that. I say remember, I think you showed me or told me about it. One Piece is just too, it's too long. Are we on the, like, are we still on the same general storyline of Luffy trying to find the One Piece and become the King of the Pirates? Is that, like, still the general storyline that we're on? Yes, okay. I mean, to be fair, at least it isn't, like, a bunch of weird manga or anime that I watch where they go from Season 1, they're just, like, in education, school, academy, training, whatever. And then Season 2, they're the most powerful being in the world. Although a lot of the stuff that's already happened, it feels weird that there's... It's something that is definitely a bit weird about One Piece. You kind of also have it a bit in Hunter x Hunter, but it's explained pretty well in Hunter x Hunter, but it's the sort of thing where, like, everyone in this area is, like, you got these people who rule these areas, they're forcing people to do what they want via force. Yeah, that's generally how force works. And yet they're actually incredibly weak compared to just general people that exist. Your favorite genre? What, the incredible power scaling? I mean, I do watch an awful lot of Isekai slop, which is all incredible power scaling stuff. And what I mean by comparing Hunter x Hunter to that, which they do explain it properly, is the Nen system. Oh no, I watch a lot of it though. It's good content. I say good. It is slop content, you can throw on a second mod of it. And I enjoy it. But yeah, like in One Piece, I can't remember what their chakra system is called in One Piece now. Oh, you should watch Dress Up Darling. Haki. Yeah, the Haki system isn't in for like 300 episodes. I can't remember where I'm at now. And you got all these people fighting, and entire countries with thousands of people, depending on how big you want to call Alabasta. I can't really remember what sort of scale it had population-wise. You got, like, all of that, and no Haki is involved there at all. It's just, yeah. Obviously, it's because it's a really long-running show, and they need to add in more power scaling, and they can't just have everyone having a devil fruit. I mean, they could, but clearly the author didn't want that. Also, hi, Muffin. Welcome in. How you doing? I can get that from here. Because, yeah, they could definitely have had just more devil fruit. They could have even changed the devil fruit system so you could have more than one devil fruit. Because I'm fairly sure it's made so you can't. And also, is it that you can't share a devil fruit either? Like, if someone gets a power from it, you can't then just, like, take one bite, get the power, and then give it to someone else. But they could have entirely just not had the system like that if they wanted to do it without that. Life is a complex set of instructions of how to make another one of self and make it work. Just good stuff. Yeah, fair. What's on the next season of life? And to be fair, it normally fails because of, like, interference from another life. Either that or environmental stuff. I suppose environmental stuff isn't really life. Like, obviously, food is life, but weather isn't. Who put this in? Go there. What are the rain, like the drops landing on there just above my head? Weird. What are you? Another camera. Thank you. Giving me a leg up by standing on your camera. Have I heard of the steak Canadian? I have not. Is it steak with syrup? To be fair, I'm not really ever a steak eater, so... Steak eater. But no, I had not heard. First inference was Garp smacking Luffy on the noggin of his hey, how did that hurt? I mean, maybe, like, that feels more like retcon inference than actual inference. Because that could just have been the author hinting that there was a way of getting that through, not directly hinting hack. Thin slice of steak. Oh, just really thin steak. And I know Canadian bacon, so I suppose Canadian steak could just be real thin steak, but alright. But no, I was not aware. Yeah, and I suppose, generally speaking, like, inferring that there's potentially more power out there in different ways without specifying khaki. Yeah, that's still basically the same thing, isn't it? I don't know why this wood being so light and untreated annoys me so much. Like, this is what the slats in my bed looked like when I was a kid. Not anymore. I got a proper bed. I think it's probably still got wood in it, though. I don't know. It's got a bunch of magazines in it. That's what it's got in it. What, to make it stiffer? Is it too wiggly? Get some sildenafil on it? The entire rest of the body is basically away from... Yeah, true. Wear a meat mech suit for our brains and nothing else. Which really should tell the damn thing that it should get its shit together and stop acting up. But it's not going to, is it? Stupid brain. It takes out brain, shakes it. What do you want from me? How is there any of this staircase rail left to clean? I say, looking at the green bit right here. But do I need to do, like, that way now? Just stare into the sun, that'll help. I'm trying to clear the shadow off, I think, there. Okay, we're clean. How much more of this damn staircase needs to be cleaned? How have I missed, like, the inside? Oh my god, I think my brain's going. Yeah, I've just not cleaned the inside of this, apparently. Get wiggled. Beautiful viewing experience. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Not much left now, right? Looks up. Okay, what do we have over here? We got this slab. Cool. Okay, not wiggle. Clean the tire. This doesn't really need to be that clean, does it? Because I don't really see the guy living here by himself using any of this play area stuff, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has a whimsical side. I suppose he does believe in Bigfoot. He probably does have a whimsical side. I need to get up and under there, yeah. It's me when I'm cleaning my car. Do I really need to do the tires? I am a meat popsicle. Because I have poor circulation, so I am cold. Kind of boring that this is tire swing and these are just tires. I give them a fun name, like, I don't know, tire stepping stone or fitness game or something. That's just the top of these. That's 10 your seatbelts. They should have. It's like the Now You See Me movie. The second one, they should have called Now You Don't. I think they're doing a third one now that is called Now You Don't. But the fact that they called the second one Now You See Me 2 is just so stupid to me. We good? The balance boards are clean. Alright. I'm gonna make this smaller. Oh wait, may I option that or that? That's not a great choice, but whatever. I don't think there's a nozzle that's like a bit between that I could buy. Yeah. We'll climb the tree again! Okay, out inside there. Well, you'd need Danny Glover for that. Is Danny Glover still alive? Because he's the guy who said I'm too old for this shit back in, what was it, Lethal Weapon? Ding. Okay. Apparently I didn't do this. Cool. Wait, this underside isn't done? No, it's not. God, I did a piss poor job here, didn't I? There we go. What was the Primeval show? Because I think that had like a bunch of seasons. I don't even remember ever watching one or two of them. For those who don't know the Primeval show, its title was just Primeval, by the way. It was like essentially random time portals were appearing, and primeval stuff was coming out of them here and there, and the show was following the government organization that was tasked with finding them and closing them, or either closing them or restricting them, making sure nothing happened with them. And it was fun because it wasn't just dinosaurs, although it did have dinosaurs, yay. It was also just different time period stuff. Like horrible insects and like a mega humanoid bat. I don't even know if that's real, but well, it wasn't. No, wait, it wasn't humanoid. It was human-sized. I think. No, wait, no, that one wasn't real. That one was from the future. Spoilers. That one was from the future. Something that they don't think about in the show, but is really obvious. Time portals are appearing. They're not all from the past. Ooh, is that the entire lower deck railing? Oh, I see you. Oh, it's this that's not clean, not the joist. Okay. How much I've done this railing, but I haven't done this. I think I need to. I think it's time. I think it's time to actually use the scaffold. Fuck. Ow. Broke my shins. The slop nest monster. That's just your sloppy drunk friend from Scotland. On a night out, it's the slop nest monster. Let's move this a bit closer, shall we? Picking it up when it's moving out. Go on, clip through the train. We don't need it to not clip through the train. I'm too close now. That'll help. This treehouse took forever. Something about I assume, but I'm kind of lost at that point. Oh! Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't consider the has eye patch as Cyclops, but yeah. Okay. Come here, you. Oh, something that I found kind of funny. Again, talking about tip to tip again, which, so, two people that were in China doing their thing. They got food poisoning in one of the episodes, and I saw a reaction channel where the person is a pharmacist, and they were talking about stuff that you should take on holiday with you, like medication-wise, generally speaking. And then she was just like, yeah, and then you want this, and holds up a bottle, and it's just like, yeah, this is antibiotics, you want to take those, and if you're ever feeling a little bit off, just take the antibiotics. And I'm just sat there like, that is such American advice. Like, piss poor American advice. And then she looks at the bottle and it's like, although I'm not sure if these antibiotics would work in China because they've got a lot of resistant strains. And I'm just like, so can you not piece those two little bits of thought together and be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be suggesting people take bottles of antibiotics with them and take them whenever they're feeling down. Like, it's not a good idea. There's a reason antibiotic-resistant bacteria has showed up. It's the overuse of antibiotics. Especially for things that antibiotics don't actually help with. Smack my head on the metal barrier. I feel like I didn't really gain any distance there, but whatever. Hey! Upper deck railing done, now I've just got to do the upper deck rim. Might not actually be too bad, because if we... Give me this. Give me this! Oh, never mind. The railings is a separate thing. Sag. Whatever. Whee! I just noticed I just haven't done those at all either. Thug. Double G. F-U double G. Yeah! Ka-clonk. Perfect. I'm so acrobatic, me. Nope. The scent is very much like that of a muskrat, and they seem to crouch right down when marking their territory to appear much smaller than they really are. Right. It's gonna be funny if it turns out that in this reality, Sasquatches do exist. Because this isn't necessarily like our world, it just seems like it, right? But I mean, you can't clean things like this with a power washer in our world. I mean, not specifically things like this, I mean the way that we do things with the power washers in this game. How are we doing on this railing? Not great. I've definitely not been hydrating enough. My metric of whether I have been or not is the amount of liquid I have left from what I started with, and I still have half a glass of water and half a can of drink. And I think the can of drink was already not full when I started the stream. Wait, what dinged? Oh, the upper ring joist. But then we don't. Oh, oh! I can hear the dog behind me dreaming. She's going. Whoop, whoop. Cute dog doing cute dog things. Okay, in the corner of my eye, I had this bush, and while I was doing this, I was just like, oh no, there's still a giant green patch I haven't cleaned yet. Somehow I've done the upper ring joist here, no problem, but the other ones have still got a bunch left to do. Okay. Okay, how are we doing on... Wait, what are these called? Railings. Railings. Railings are done. Any other railings? Railings done. Railings, lower deck railings. We haven't done those yet. Any other railings? Nope. Ah, over there. I was like, nothing is glowing. Oh yeah, I really haven't done those, have I? Oh, you find Andy so proud so cocksure, prancing about with your head full of with your head full of eyeballs. Come and get me, I say. I'll be waiting on you with a whiff of the brimstone. I'm a grim bloody fable with an unhappy bloody end. Oh, and they're gonna have to glue you back together in hell. That reminds me of the clip from... Oh, I can't remember what the movie's called, because they kept changing the name of the movie. But it was a movie with The Rock. And he goes to... It used to be called Welcome to the Jungle, but they changed that. And he goes to the jungle to go get the guy who plays Stifler. I can't remember his name now. But there's just a Scottish dude in there, and he does a random speech with a really thick accent that no one understands, and then plays the bagpipe, and a bunch of cows show up. I'll maybe try and find the scene, but I don't remember what I need to search to make the movie show up, because they changed the name. Lower deck railings, cool. No, I saw something here. The balance. I missed a balance step, apparently. That's one of these, right? I missed this one. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought this would be where the upper deck joist would get cleaned. It's not a good movie, but it's one of those ones that, yeah, it's just a generic action movie. With The Rock and his, I think this was back when he was, like, the first few movies he was acting in. So, in this one, he's interested in cooking because The Rock cooks. Which is, it's always been a weird catchphrase to me. Because what the hell does The Rock and his, you know, wrestling persona have to do with cooking? So why was the line, can you smell what he's cooking? That's something that amuses me about, at least, you know, the WWE? I think they changed the WWE, weren't they? Because WWF was the Panda, right? But, yeah, you get people, as they grow older, they're like, oh my god, did you realize that the wrestling is fake? And it's just like, well, yes, but also no, in a way. Like, how do I word this? Like, it's scripted, it's all choreographed, mostly. I think some of them have, like, room for, that thing in scripting where you come up with, like, improvisation. I think some of them do, but, yeah, it's all scripted, but they're all still, like, physically doing flips and whatever else. Like, they are physically still doing what you are seeing. So, what are you, president of his family? No, that would be your mother. Wait, does the spy have a French accent? I'm not going to try doing a French accent, by the way, but is that the spy's accent is French? And the medic's accent is... Not medic, the pyro's accent is... The blue sky has it, okay. The pyro's accent is... Okay, we're getting through this. I always get this on Powerwashing streams where it's like, I'm doing fine for like 2.5 hours. And then I hit that point and it's just like, oh god, my finger hurts, my hand hurts, I haven't been drinking enough, I'm an idiot. Yes, it is nearing 3, you're right, I need to, oh god, I got 8 minutes to finish this. I'm at 86%, not a chance. Could I not get caught on things? Yeah, not a chance as I don't have an I could buy an extender actually. 1 second. Shop. Equipment. We need extendo for the pro. Extra long pro extendo. That'll take all my money. Do we want the extra long? Let's just go with the long. Still takes a lot of my money, but yeah, there we go. Suddenly the job is a lot easier when you have the right tool. It's me. I'm the right tool. I think that's the nicest thing I've ever said about myself. Spy's French, unless in the French version that he's British, which is a weird... Yeah! No, don't expand the door! It's extend! It has been extended. We finally got that Viagra for the wood. I do like... It's something you see a lot in anime, obviously. I say obviously, in different dubs, where, like, from the English to the Japanese, because a lot of the anime I watch, anyway, will have, like, oh, that person's speaking English, and then it'll, like, in the dub, it'll be like, oh no, they're speaking Japanese, because obviously just switching from local language to source language is the easiest way to do that. I'm assuming it's the same in insert whatever language here. Like, if it was French, maybe they would be saying it's in French, it's in English. Although, maybe not. For some of them it might be. French, Japanese, sorry, not French, English. Although I don't know how readily a lot of different languages have dubs for anime. I assume they all have dubs, I just assume some are just really bad. Same as English. Like, official, at least we get official dubs most of the time now, but fan dubs exist. So I assume fan dubs will exist for any language. Can I get away with this nozzle with the extra long? Kind of. What are you doing here? Has that been there this whole time? Huh. That's what I'm meant to do if I don't have the extra long nozzle. I'm meant to use the short scaffolding. What was I saying about right tool for the job? General sweep done now. Actually, we probably couldn't just do it like this because... Ding, ding, ding. Get all up in the cracks, so nice clean. Cool. Yeah, I think doing it with the other nozzle was a bad idea because there's like speckles left all over the place. My deck has freckles. This is gonna be a ball ache finish completely. There's little annoying little crevices, little old little bee. Fall in love with a little old little bee. Oh god, it's missed it apparently. Oh, these joists suck. Is it because they've still got stuff like here? Why is this joist specifically so dirty? There we go. This joist is dirty. Don't fly in my ear, fly! Can I go up the stairs? Will that be slightly better for this bit? Yeah. Lovely. Nyeh. Should have done this bit earlier. I didn't realise how annoying it was going to be. Is it... wait, is that also that? I think it might be. It is, okay, cool. That makes it a little bit better. I was worried because I thought I'd cleaned all of this little bit here and I had. Lean. the line. Clean the line, Bart. Bort. Yeah, for Gulchi Week, they've got Gulchi singing that. And each verse is like a different level of exhaustion. Intercourse lowered happily, a Polish ad for... Ah, okay. Is how lived happily ever after is... Okay. Lived long and happily. Ding. Oh no, I'm not getting the dopamine from the dings. I'm at 99%. Why have I done this to myself? Why? Joker's live is... Okay. So play on words with... Well, wordplay. Play on words with wordplay. Yep, that's what my brain was trying to say there. Great job, brain. How's piloting the meat suit going? Oh, pretty terribly, actually. Everything hurts. Yep, cool. That's your problem. Oh my god, how many of these upper deck joists do... You know what, give me that tiny scaffold. I give up. Give me the... Put me on here. Put me in, coach. Getting it from this angle is probably going to work slightly better. Oh god, there's a bit there? What do you mean there's a bit there? Oh, yeah, that one. This is like different levels of exhaustion and weirdness. She's just having fun. I mean, she is an Uma stan, so she probably loves Bakashine. Come on. Be clean. Be clean. I'm spraying you. Be clean. Okay. Where are we at? Status? Cool. Boop, 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 boop. Can I do that? Does that work? Not really. Gotta do it one at a time. Wait, is that also that? No. Whee. Nope. Yeah. Turning into Johnny Bravo trying to climb this damn tree house. How is this not clean? Clean! Clean! Ah! Exactly. The universe did not listen, for you is not God. There we go. Okay, that's that one. Next. Actually, I saw those there, so I can do those. Let me in! Try that again, shall we? Let me in! Oh no. An advert. It's broken. Is that the last one? Wait, how much have we got left? No, definitely not the last one. Fuck. Okay, middle deck choice. This one is not clean. Okay, good. Oh. Fuck you, Benny. Fuck you, Benny. Vertical house.
Do a lot of push-ups and sit-ups.
Keep trading.
Keep training.
Okay. Vertical house. Joist. This? No. Wait. Door frame's not done.
Drink water, you dehydrated.
Door frame's
bitch.
done. Oh no, sorry. Vertical house trim would be. Oh wait, is it that one? It is this one. I thought I was staring at the sun for a second because it kind of went glowy. Upper deck rim joist. Okay. Upper deck. Rim joist. Okay. Blind? Hello? Ah, there it is. Haha! Found you! That didn't really work, did it? It looks clean. Where have I missed? Oh, okay. Never mind. That's not clean. There we go. Okay, and now it's just the joists, which I think are these, right? Yeah. Oop. Upper deck joists. How many did I miss? So many. So many. Cool. Did I read it? Oh, yeah. Let this universe be clean, yes. Yes, I did. Oop, I missed. Do. 1, 2. Where's the third one? There. How is this one not clean? Okay, cool. Da. The universe does not listen, for I am not God. I am most odd. We did it! Wait, that's it. That was the last thing. God, the underside was so unsatisfying to do compared to the rest. It really was. No. It's so sad to end on that bit. That bit was so unsatisfying. Doom?
What in the world is Doom?
Did she say Doom? Alright. Well, let's wrap up that job. And we're going to be wrapping up the stream as well. Oh, there's a nice waterfall in the background. I never noticed that. Oh well. Treehouse looks mighty fine. You spruced up. You spruced the spruce. I can't tell you how good it is to pirouette down those steps and smell fresh pine through the window. I was this close to packing up and moving out, but now I'm more determined than ever to find evidence of its beautiful missing link. Okay, cool. And now we just have the temple. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap up there. Let's go to menu. Well, that's menu. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up there. I need to go friggin' render a video and leave my computer on all night, probably. Because I've upped the quality quite a bit. I hope you guys all had a good time. I'm going to wrap up there. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 PM, BST. Yeah, got it right this time. I hope you all had a good time, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, and good night.